Hello and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy, where in the last episode, we began our adventures in the first main galaxy of the game over here in the Terrace, which was the Good Egg Galaxy, and today, we will be heading off to a brand new galaxy, which is going to be, for me to say galaxy for like the fourth time in the past less than a minute, we're going to the Honeyhive Galaxy, so let's go ahead and fly over there. And begin our adventures with the B Mario Takes Flight Power Star.
Yes!
Welcome to the galaxy. Alright, what does this guy have to say to us?
Welcome to the Honeyhive Kingdom. Our queen rules this land.
Okay, so, this is the Honeyhive Galaxy, and it is going to be the place where we're introduced to a brand new power-up, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that at some point. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and get some starbits by standing in the middle of this little circle of rocks. Also, if we jump onto this little trapeze right here, we can swing our way up to get a coin. Not super necessary, but still cool to do nonetheless. We also want to jump right back behind here, because if we wall jump up here, remember, we can wall jump by jumping onto a wall, pressing the A button, and then doing that repeatedly until we make it our way up to the top. And when we get up here, we can find some piranha plants to stomp on for some extra coins. But more importantly, we'll also find a green pipe right here, so let's stomp on the piranha. Ow, that was me failing miserably. Alright then. Alright, take two, new and improved edition. Stomp on this guy, then jump in the pipe right after him. And this is another one of those bonus rooms, but it's a little different from the last one. Same element of being in a room where we can walk along these ramps to change the gravity, but this time there's a bunch of rocks here, and if we bump into one of these rocks, we will take damage. Fortunately, the reason I did that intentionally is because there's a coin right here for us to pick up to replenish the health point that we lost. But we will be able to destroy all of these rocks in a second, because if we head down here and step into this coin right here, what are we going to get? We're going to get an invincibility star, and we're going to get a lot of starbits because we're going to run across all these ramps and run into every single one of these rocks, or at least most of them. I'm going to try to get all of them, but at the very least we should be able to get most of them. And then be sure to pick up the star bits as you run so that you don't miss any. And then there we go, we defeated every single one of the rocks and have gotten a lot of star bits as a result. So that's neat. And that's all I really wanted to do in here. That's a classic power-up that was introduced in the last galaxy that I figured I'd show off because it gave us the opportunity to get some more star bits. But now I want to show you guys a brand new power-up, so if we head down here and step into this coin, a new power-up has just arrived down there. So let's go ahead and step off the gap right over here and then pick up that new power-up. I said long jump, not backflip, thanks Mario. Let's go ahead and zoom down here into the bee mushroom. You've transformed into Bee Mario. Hold A to buzz around. So yep, as the description says, if we jump and then press the A button, we can float up into the air, but not forever. We do have a little meter right here that tells us how long we can float around for. And something worth noting is that we can replenish that by picking up coins in midair. I don't really have any great way to demonstrate that. Actually, yes, I do.
See that area behind the waterfall? That's our queen's castle.
So I'm going to demonstrate that right here. If we jump and hold the A button, we can float up here. Also, you can extend your flight a little bit by repeatedly tapping the A button. But right up here, there's going to be some coins in midair. So if we fly up here and then pick up these coins while we fly, you'll notice it's replenishing our flight meter so we can fly for a little bit longer. So that's something worth noting. Also, to defeat these guys, all you gotta do is just step on top of them like this. Pretty easy just to float in the air and then bounce off of all of them. And then you can just stomp on them all again for some extra coins. Very easy. Something else that I should point out is that if you are not Bee Mario, they will not attack you. They'll be terrified of you. I don't know why, but so one last thing I want to mention about the Bee Mario power-up before we move on is that if you step in water, you will lose the power-up. You will also lose the power-up if you take damage from any of the enemies. And that's pretty much all I have to say. So now let's float our way up to the top, like so. Wait for the flea meter? No, the fly meter to recharge. And that is our objective in the distance right there, is to get to that planet right there with the queen on it. So let's go ahead and fall down this. Actually, no, before we do that, let's grab this one-up to make up for the life that I lost earlier. Thanks for the one-up. Now we'll fall down this hole right here. Be sure to collect the star bits down the ramp as you go. You can either slide into them or just use your mouse. No, your pointer right here to pick them up. And if you, for some reason, have lost your beam mushroom up until this point, you can collect another one right here. If you already have one, it won't do anything. And once again, you can jump and hold the A button to float up to the top like so. And then you can grab plenty of coins in the process. You can either float while you do it to pick up the coins, or you can just run around and pick them up. Super easy. Now, one last thing to take note of here. When you are in bee mushroom form, or actually just in general, you are when you walk through honey, you tend to stick to the honey. But as V Mario, there are some other things you can do with honey, so that you wouldn't be able to do with normal Mario. So let's head over into this launch star and launch yourself to the next planet, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Ooh, sorry, I forgot. We have one more planet to go, and then I'll be able to show you what I want. What I want to show you. But, again, we can just stomp on these guys from above if you so choose to. And these guys are pink Octoombas, which means they're a little bit more aggressive than the standard blue Octoombas we found last time. I'm just gonna leave them alone, because we don't really need to take them out. And instead, we're going to jump onto this flower right here, and then shake the Wii Remote to shake our way up to the top. Like so, then be sure to press the A button as soon as you have control over V Mario again, to be able to float over to these flowers. Then float up to this big, pedal right here. And then wait for your flying to recharge fully, jump all the way up and float as high as you can, and then shake the Wii Remote as soon as you enter the launch star to fly to the final planet of this level. Now then, remember what I was mentioning about honey earlier? Well, as a bee, if we jump up onto this wall, we can stick to the honey and climb it. We cannot do this as regular Mario, we can only do this as V Mario. So it's just something very useful to take note of. And we're just going to climb our way up to the top. Nothing too complicated here, just climb our way up to the top, and if you want, you can use the flight to go a little bit higher. You'll notice I'm actually spamming the A button, which allows me to get a little bit extra flight time instead of just holding it down regularly. But, you know, it's up to you whether you hold it down or spam it. But either way, we're going to want to hop on top of this piranha plant right here to cause this to spring out, and then we can just shake the remote to fly all the way up to the top.
And who might you be? A physician, we presume? No matter, we are in the most vexing predicament and require assistance. The most furious itchiness plagues our entire being. It must be stopped. Please find the source at once.
So, the queen bee is a little itchy right now. So, how do we fix that problem? Well, we float onto the queen bee, and then we will stick to her body, and then we can just climb all the way around to pick up all these 5 star chips. And remember what happens when we get star chips? Well, you're about to see in a second, we're going to get a launch star. But first, some dialogue.
My thanks, you have shown much bravery, newbie. We trust that we may rely on you in the future.
Alright then, so as a reward for collecting all 5 star chips, we can now head over here to the launch star. We'll float our way over here and launch ourselves over to the next planet, which is actually the first planet just right up at the top, right here. As you can see, if we float over here, you can actually look down and see that that's the platform with the green bite from before, and that's just the first planet we landed on when we started this level. Anyway, here's the Toad Brigade, featuring Green Toad.
How are we ever gonna get back? Whoa.
Blue Toad.
Glad to see you okay. Whoa.
Yellow Toad. He likes to sleep. And Pink Toad. Oh, looks like I talked to the Captain Toad.
Ah, a bee. What? Mario. Hey, it's you. We're escaping Peach's castle too. Whoa. But then we thought Bowser would get us, and then we got lost with Luigi. Whoa. Oh, I just remembered. We found a power star. I'm sure you need this. So here, take it. Whoa.
Good old Captain Toad. Anyway, I did kind of want to read Pink Toad's dialogue.
Hello, Mario.
Oh, that was kind of underwhelming. Anyway, let's grab the power star.
Wahoo. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got a star. B Mario takes flight. Honeyhive Galaxy. High score updated to 26 coins. You increase your starbit count to 417. You discovered a new galaxy.
Mario, your name is Mario, isn't it? That is what I heard from your friends who just arrived. Mario, it has such a nice ring.
Look.
Your friends are waiting for you in the garage. I think they want to tell you something, so you best hurry on over there.
Save your game? No, because we still have some more work to do in this episode. And the next thing we're going to do is, as Rosalina told us, we're going to head over to the garage on the left side of the area. And we're also going to encounter Mail Toad.
Mr. Mario, check it out. I'm a mail toad, and I have a letter for you.
Dear Mario, I'm in a faraway place, but I'm alright because you're coming to rescue me. P.S. I hope this gift will come in handy. From Peach.
Princess Peach included 5 water mushrooms in her letter. Would you like them now?
Yes, because if you say no, you can't actually store the mushrooms, so there's no point in not saying yes.
Even just kidding out the princess is so thoughtful. Well, come see me next time there's a mail delivery.
So we're going to want to check on Mail Toad every episode because there are some power stones which we can only collect after receiving a letter from Mail Toad, so we want to make sure we check this. We check with Mail Toad pretty frequently. And here's Yellow Toad.
Where are we? I want to go home. I'm so homesick.
Anyway, now let's head over to the Captain Toad himself.
Mario, so we made it too. We'll help you get the Power Stars and save Princess Peach. You can count on us, Mario. We're all in this together. Leave it to us.
Good old Captain Toad. Never, you can always trust him in a crisis, and he never let you down. Anyway,
This ship is for the Toads. We're building a starship.
that you guys are. So we're going to leave the Toad Brigade to their business things, and we're going to head back into the terrace to continue our adventures in the Honeyhive Galaxy. And the Toad Brigade is going to be very useful and very prevalent in future, on our future adventures to get Power Stars. So, don't worry, we're only saying goodbye to them temporarily because they will show up again many times in the near future. Anyway, for now, let's go fly to this galaxy. And go after Trouble on the Tower. Welcome to the galaxy. Okay, so what do you have to say now?
That rock just fell from the sky. It was scary.
That it was, and this rock can be ground pounded, so if we jump and press the Z button, like so, there's going to be some starbits inside waiting for us. And we can do the same thing over here, but instead of starbits waiting for us, what are we going to find? We're going to find this thing, so let's go ahead and shake the Wii Remote to shake to the end, then let go and let ourselves fall into this one, and then shake our way up to the end. And then we have arrived on this planet right here, and this bee is helpfully demonstrating to us how to ground pound, so I'll do that again, just so we can reach this, and then we can just do this over and over again if we want to get some extra starbits. Is this worth it? Probably not, but you know what, it's only a few starbits, so whatever, I suppose. Anyway, when you're ready to move on, we can just ground pound right here into this sling star and then launch ourselves up to this platform right here when we're going to meet this Wiggler. And what we're going to want to do to take out this Wiggler is, first things first, we're going to want to ground pound this red switch right here to cause the Wiggler to flip over, then stomp on top of the Wiggler from underneath, and then you can get the starbits that you are earned as a result. Then ground pound this switch to cause the whole platform to fall down, and we are going to meet a friend right here.
Yep, it's me, the famous Gilboard. If you want to climb this wall, you better listen up. When you stick to the wall after a jump, press A button to do a wall jump.
Yep, it's going to tell you all about wall jumps, but I already taught you guys that. So, now let's just jump up here. We're going to want to backflip up to the left wall, then bounce our way to the right wall, and you'll land up here no problem whatsoever. And now we can just continue along our merry little way until we get to this series of wall jumps. Let's just, again, jump our way up to the top and launch ourselves up to the next planet, which is right over here. Make sure you keep swinging your cursor around to get any starbits that you can see. And now what we're going to want to do, you can either take out the piranhas by stomping on them, or just leave them alone. Either way, when you're ready to move on, you want to come to the end of this planet, then just jump up once to enter the other planet's gravity. And again, to take out Wigglers, you can either spin into them, like that, or you can ground pound next to them to cause them to flip over. Either will be just as effective. I'm going to try the ground pound method just to demonstrate it. Ground pound, and then stomp, so either just spin into them, or stomp, or ground pound near them. Either way works fine. Next up, we want to jump into the sling star to launch ourselves to this planet, and then if we step into this coin right here, we're going to get an invincibility star. If I can actually, there we go, grab it. And really the point of this is just to run around the planet and, you know, take out as many enemies as we can, and to get, and additionally get as many starbits as we can for running into them. Nothing super special here. It's not required, but, you know, it gets you some extra starbits, so why not? Anyway, when you're ready to move on, just follow your way down here to get as many starbits as you want along the way, and I'm going to ground pound it to accelerate this fall. Now then, we're coming up on the end of the level right here, so let's jump onto this trapeze, swing to the right, swing to the left, and then at the height of the jump on the left, you want to jump up here, then step onto, actually, no, we can't do that yet, we want to keep moving to the left, long jump our way over here, then ground pound this red switch right here to cause this windmill to start turning. Then we're going to long jump past this middle part right here so that we don't bother the Mandibug. Although, actually, I'll show you right now, because it's going to be important in a second. To defeat a Mandibug, simply jump and then ground pound like so. There we go. And you may want to get used to using the spin ground pound technique I taught you in the last episode, where if you spin and then ground pound, it'll home in onto something. That's going to be very useful in a second. But for now, we're going to want to, oh, I failed that miserably. Let's jump up onto this, any of the platforms on the windmill, and allow it to take us up to the very, very top, because, as we recall from the name of this level, there is trouble on the tower. So once we get up to the top, we're going to take care of that trouble right now. Here we go. So, as I taught you last time, to take out the Mandibugs, you want to backflip or just jump on top of them, and then ground pound like so. And remember, using the spin technique in addition to the ground pound will allow you to home in on the enemy much easier, making this boss fight very simple. And when they're both taken out, the Power Star is yours. You got a star! Trouble on the Tower, Honeyhive Galaxy, 6 power stars. High score updated to 3 coins. You increase your starbit count to 520. Save your game? No, because we still have more work to do in this episode, so let's go ahead and pull ourselves back up. Fly back to this galaxy. And complete the final power star, Big Bad Bugaboom. Okay, so as you can see, the kingdom is now in a little bit of disarray. Mandybugs have infested the main area, which is not good.
Oh, the whole Mandybug clan has infested our kingdom.
Yep, that's what I was just saying. Remember to take them out, just simply spin and ground pound into them. I missed that time, but that's fine, because we can do it again, no problem whatsoever. And if you think these guys are scary, well, we're gonna meet an enemy that's much more fierce than them soon enough. But for now, what we want to do is we're going to spin into these little blobs right here to get rid of them, get some extra star bits, as well as spinning in the center of this rock, or this series of rocks to get more star bits, just like we did last time. Now we want to stand on top of this block right here, so that this cannon will launch us up onto this platform right up here. Then we can jump up top here to grab a new power-up, which is called a life mushroom. Your health grew to 6. If it drops below 4, it will return to normal. So just as it does in Super Mario Odyssey, basically collecting a life mushroom will give you 3 additional health points, and that is going to be very, very useful for the future. So make sure if you ever see a life mushroom, you definitely want to make sure you pick it up. Now then, let's spin into this crystal right here to grab ourselves the B Mario power-up, and now we're going to use this to carry on with the rest of the mission. So let's go ahead and float our way back up to the top, and yep, we just barely had enough height to clear the gap. Now we're going to drop down into this same cave that we passed through in the first level of this episode. You can either take out all the Mandybugs or ignore them, entirely up to you, because we have a mission from the Queen Bee.
The neighbors are causing trouble again. We would be most grateful for your assistance.
Alright then, mission received, and now we're going to go do it. Launch ourselves up to the next planet for our next big boss battle of the game. And that, as you may have been able to discern, is Bugaboom. Essentially the leader of the Mandybug clan, and we're going to take him out to restore peace to this kingdom once and for all. So let's launch ourselves off this flower and then just spam the A button to float ourselves over here nice and easy. And do the same thing again with this flower, shake our way up, and spam the A button to land on this platform safe and sound. So this boss fight starts off pretty easy, just like the regular Mandybugs. You can float on top of them and then ground pound as soon as it passes underneath you. I missed that time, but don't worry, because we can just float on top again and do it once more. Ground pound like so. That's the first hit down. We gotta hit him twice more. Gets a little harder now because now he has the ability to fly. Still nothing too bad, because you can either use these flowers to launch yourself up like this, or just float your way up on top. But either way, when he gets underneath you, you want to ground pound. I missed because I wasn't perfectly aligned, but that's fine. Because another thing you can do is, if you want, you can stick onto the wall with where the honey is to give yourself a launching off point. But no matter how you do it, the idea is either launch yourself off the flower, float your way up, or wait on top of the honey. And I'll demonstrate that last part right here. We can wait on top of this the honeycomb right here, so that when he flies past us, we can easily jump off and get ready for a ground pound like that. But I kind of failed that miserably, but that's fine. That's just one of the things you can do. No matter how you choose to get up into the air, the end goal is to get above him, and then when he passes underneath you, ground pound like that. So then, to recap, you can either float up normally, like this to get above him, and then ground pound. You can use one of the many flowers in the area to get above him, like so, and then ground pound. Or you can wait on this honeycomb on the tree right here, and then wait here for Bugaboom to pass by you, and then jump off the honeycomb and ground pound. But to make traveling around a little bit easier, I'm going to intentionally step into water to get rid of the bee mushroom power-up. And if that ever happens during the fight, like if you ever land in the water and you lose the bee mushroom, there's plenty more bee mushrooms around the planet for you to pick up. But the reason I did that is because I wanted to be able to get over here a little bit easier and grab the one-up, which is waiting for us at the end of this branch right here. So we'll grab this, and then we'll return back to the main planet because there's a power star waiting for us over here as soon as you defeat Bugaboom. You got a star! Big Bad Bugaboom, Honeyhive Galaxy, 7 power stars. High score updated to 5 coins. You increase your starbit count to 570. You've discovered a new galaxy. And a hungry Luma has appeared. Save your game? Yes, because that is going to do this episode, but don't worry because in the next episode, we're going to not be going to just one galaxy like we have been for the past 3 episodes, but we're going to be going to 3 different galaxies, so that's going to be a very exciting episode, but for now, that'll be it, so thanks for watching, stay tuned for next time, and I hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Super Mario Galaxy. Goodbye!